The best piece of career advice I ever received was to listen. In any profession, but especially as an attorney, it's important to listen to your client, to their needs, to their questions and their concerns, so that you can effectively represent them. In that way, I find that being a trial attorney and an opera singer is actually quite similar. In both respects, it's about effectively communicating your message and connecting with the audience, whether that audience is a panel of jury members or ticket holders in the audience.
So I've been working with my partner Josh at Well Design for more than 10 years, and we got our start doing urban planning advocacy in the city. And in 2013, we had the opportunity to do Build a Better Block on State Street, where we transformed this underutilized street into a really great urban environment using temporary methods. And it was a real grassroots project and supported by volunteers, but the city also did their part. And that's one of the reasons I love this city. They gave us money, they gave us funding, they gave us support, and it really made a difference and helped us show that you could really do the work from the ground up and that the city was supportive of it. And that's why I love this place.
When I first started at my law firm as a summer associate, a partner came to me and told me that they always bring summer associates along with them on a day-long canoe trip. And as a person at that time who did not like nature or outdoorsy things, I made the conscious decision to tell him, you know what, actually that doesn't sound too fun. And instead we went to the Detroit Tigers game and had a blast. But ever since then, no one at my law firm has ever had to endure going on a day-long canoe trip with all of our lawyer colleagues. So one of the important lessons I've learned in my professional life is that authenticity, even when it's a little bit difficult and you're the only person in the room saying something, that can create lasting change.
Keep hearing something in the wind. I keep coming back to you, my friend. Think I'm feeling something new again. Never going back, just take my hand. Think I'm feeling something new again. Think I'm feeling something. Think I'm feeling something. Think I'm feeling something.
Hi, my name is R.C. Kalen, and I am the creative director, founder of my own namesake brand, R.C. Kalen Atelier, which I am located at Britain Village Mall. Aside from doing fashion, and fashion is my passion. So aside from that, I used to be a performer, so I sing. So yeah, thank you. And I will always love you. That's it. But keep following me at R.C. Kalen Atelier Official, all my social media accounts. Thank you.
I co-founded 311 Youth Housing in 2011 with my husband and 2 youth. Our first year operating budget was $11,000. I distinctly remember one day showing up to a community meeting, having had to print out on scrap paper because we didn't have enough money to buy more paper. And with this model that I was so excited to share around ending youth homelessness. As I'm passing out the papers, I realize with dread that my personal tax returns are printed on the other side. AYA Youth Collective now has a budget of $2.7 million and serves over 450 youth a year. I never imagined I'd be sitting here today, and I am here because of the young people in our community and because of the team that is dedicated to working with youth to move into stability. This award is for them.
So people often ask us how we started Michigan Software Labs, and it's really a story of starting a company by accident. So my wife wanted to listen to the radio on her iPhone when the iPhone first came out. And so she added it to my honey-do list of, mow the lawn, build an app. And I was able to learn how to program the app in about 6 months and donate it to the station. And Josh and I were friends. He built the Android version in like a day because he was a professional programmer. And we launched the app with 100,000 weekly listeners and started getting contacted by Fortune 500 companies to build apps for them. So that's how it started.
part of being recognized as a business leader, I'm really proud of the office culture and team environment that I've built that's focused on compassion and empathetic care for our patients. Whether it's a patient who's going through wisdom teeth as a teenager, their first surgery, and they're full of anxiety, or a patient who has a lot of shame, deteriorated teeth, and has had a lot of negative dental experiences, we can welcome them in and show them a comforting environment that has no judgment and can really show them that we truly care to listen and help them through that process. I'm also very proud of the Smile Again program that we started 4 years ago to help a patient in need with painful infected teeth and completely rebuild their smile at no cost, and really watching their transformation and seeing how they blossom into that confident new person. I'm also very proud of our involvement in opioid reform, whether it's through our support of local charities, through Champion Opioid Reform at the national level, or through safe and sustainable prescribing practices in our office.
So I'm sitting in my office on my second Zoom call for the morning, and I'm distracted by then. I'm looking around my office, and I happen to glance up at my 2015 plaque for 40 under 40. I say to myself, I want to be 40 under 40 again before I turn 40 in November. So I didn't think anything else of it. I shut down my Zoom call, and I look at my emails, and I have an email that says, congratulations, you have been nominated for Grand Rapids Business Journal 40 under 40. I'm cleaning my eyes. I'm trying to refresh my computer because I'm like, this has to be an old email. But at that moment, I realized my words have power, and I'm going to use that power to speak life into myself as well as into others.
I am from and of Grand Rapids. I grew up here in 49507 and is where my wife and I continue to live and raise our daughters. This is my city, and I'm honored to be included in this year's 40 under 40 class as a community leader. I also must acknowledge that Grand Rapids continues to carry the legacy of pervasive racism and othering, similar to or more than many other cities. And we've witnessed new confirmation of this over the last 18 months as we've reckoned with racialized outcomes and a pandemic that has upended life as we know it. This challenging moment presents an opportunity for us to collectively create a new way forward for the city that we call home. At WMCAT, we're leveraging this disruption to redefine how work happens and how we create equitable access to opportunity. I invite you, as fellow leaders, to reimagine systems, long-held assumptions, and old ways of being to curate a better future for us all.